the detailed description of Jesus Christ given by an eyewitness who met Jesus and wrote a letter to Rome concerning his character and description. These are various pictures taken by people, allowed by Jesus Christ by them to take pictures of him with the instructions to tell people this is what he looked like when he lived among us. You see that he basically has the same profile. Other times he looks at us, other times he looks elsewhere. But basically this is what he looked like. And this is the description by Pouvlius Lentilus, a Roman. He sent a letter to the Roman Emperor Tiberius Caesar in August by the governor of Judea before Pontius Pilate. Publius Lentilus was kept in the library in Rome. The famous letter read this, quote, "I have heard, O Caesar, that you want to learn about Jesus Christ, an extremely virtuous man, whom the people consider a prophet, and his disciples claim to be the Son of God, the creator of heaven and earth, and of all creation. And it is true, O Caesar, the great things are heard daily about Jesus Christ, that he raises the dead and heals the sick with a single word. He is a man of medium height, with good and kind face, surrounded with dignity, especially on the face, so that all those who look at him feel the need to love him and to fear and respect him. His hair is the color of ripe hazelnut to his ears and reaches down to his shoulders, wavy where it becomes gray and shiny, split in the front, parted in the middle on top of the head, according to the Nazarene custom. His forehead is smooth and serene, while his face bears no wrinkles or spots. His nose and lips are very normal and harmonious. His beard is thick, the same color as his hair, not long and parted in the middle. His gaze is serious, exudes fear and respect, and has the power of the sun's rays. No one can observe him imperfectly, obsessively, and persistently. He is terrible in his verbal attacks, but sweet in his intentions. He is lovable and grateful, but serious. They say they have never seen him laugh, but they have seen him cry, and cry many times. He has well-formed arms. He is pleasant in conversation, although he has the most beautiful figure like his mother, who was the most beautiful woman who was seen in these places. She is modest. But if you, O Caesar, desire to see him, as you wrote to me before to inform me, for I will send him to you at once. However, in Jerusalem they admire his wisdom, although he has not studied any science, and yet he is the possessor of all knowledge. He walks barefoot and without covering his head. Many who see him as such mock him, but when they are before him, they tremble and admire him. They say that no such person has ever appeared in these places, and that a sermon like his has never been heard. In fact, many Jews consider him a god. Of course, others tell me, Caesar, that he is the enemy of your majesty. Too often, Jews harass me, telling me that he never displeased anyone, but on the contrary, he always does good and causes pleasure in those who are close to him. But I, who always obey you, Caesar, declare to you that I am willing to do as you command. In Jerusalem, in Diction 7, Moon 11, very loyal and very trustworthy in your majesty, Publius Lentilus, governor of Judea. This news was published in the newspaper, the Greek newspaper Acropolis, on the 11th of April, 1936. This is on Diadrastika, and I've translated it for you from Greek to English. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.